Do you ever stand in a wine shop staring at hundreds of bottles and have no idea what to choose? Have you ever opened a red wine that felt way too heavy, way too dry, and thought, maybe wine isn't just for me? The truth is, red wine doesn't have to be intimidating. Hi, my name is Anya Gariboldi. I'm a professional sommelier, educator, and Diploma WSAT candidate. I spend my life tasting, studying, and teaching about wine. And today, I want to share with you 5 red wines that I personally believe are perfect for beginners. These are bottles that make you fall in love with wine from very first sip. With these options, your palate will go from the first smooth level and it will gradually develop to more concentrated and complex wines. And make sure you stay until the end, because the last wine is true classic that shows you powerful side of red wine. Let's begin with Gamay from Beaujolais in France. Why did I pick this one? Because it's one of the lightest, easiest red wines you can drink, especially from a little area called Fleury, one of the 10 crus of Beaujolais. When you pour it, the color is pale ruby, sometimes with a purple hint. When you smell it, it's about red fruit, cherries, raspberries, strawberries, plus violet flowers, and sometimes even a little cinnamon. On the palate, it's smooth, juicy, and never heavy. For someone new to wine, that's exactly what you want. No harsh tannins, no aggressive flavors, just very fruit-forward and bright and delicious. And it's so versatile, you can have it with roast chicken, light pasta, or simply just on its own. This grape is like opening a door into the world of reds. Now, once you've enjoyed something light, you might be curious about red that's still gentle, but offers a bit more complexity and character. That's where Pinot Noir from Burgundy comes in. Burgundy can be intimidating. People talk about Grand Crus and crazy prices, but I didn't choose those. Instead, I picked a village-level Pinot Noir from Savigny-les-Bains, which is much more approachable. Why do I think it's great for beginners? Because Pinot is elegant, the body is light to medium, the tannins are silky, and the acidity gives you freshness. Aromas: cherry, cranberry, raspberry, with subtle hints of toast, cloves, and even little forest floor and mushroom if it's aged a bit. For a beginner, this wine shows that red wine doesn't have to be just about fruit. It can also have earthy and spicy notes, but in a very gentle way. And it's amazing with food like Creole salmon or mushroom risotto. Pinot Noir teaches your palate without overwhelming it. Let's move to Tuscany and talk about Sangiovese from Chianti Classico. Why this one? Because Chianti is basically the definition of food wine. If you love pizza, pasta, you'll love Chianti. Sangiovese has high acidity and slightly firmer tannins, but still balanced. The flavors are sour cherry, red plum, violets, and wild herbs with gentle spice from oak. What makes it beginner-friendly is that the freshness cuts through rich food. It shows you how wine and food can elevate each other. And by choosing Chianti Classico, not just basic Chianti, you get wines from higher altitude vineyards with specific soils such as Galestro, a schistous crumbly rock with clay and marl, and Alberese, calcareous soils with sand and sandstone. Galestro in particular gives Chianti Classico more aromatic expression and aging potential. This results in more expressive flavors and smoother textures. For beginners, this wine is like a crash course in how wine connects to food. Now, maybe you are ready for something richer and bolder. That's why I chose Tempranillo from Rioja in Spain. Rioja is famous for wines that are approachable, but also layered with flavor. The variety I picked is packed with aromas of blackberry, black cherry, and violet. From aging, you often find coffee and chocolate in all the Rioja styles, like Reserva or Gran Reserva, while vanilla and coconut are more pronounced in the younger Crianza wines. Producers frequently use a mix of French and American oak, with Spain historically relying heavily on American oak, which adds those distinctive coconut aromas and flavors. It's deeper in color and richer in taste compared to the previous wines. Why is this good for beginners? Because it introduces you to more serious structure, firmer tannins, more body, but still has a smooth, balanced way. It's not aggressive, it's inviting. And the oak aging adds flavors that feel familiar, like vanilla and chocolate, which makes it easier to connect with. Pair it with grilled steak, lamb chops, and you'll understand why Rioja is considered one of Spain's greatest regions. And finally, I couldn't skip Bordeaux, specifically a Cabernet Sauvignon-based plant from the left bank. This is the wine that shows the serious, powerful side of red wine. Deep color, intense aromas of black currant, plum, tobacco, leather, and spice. On the palate, it's full body, tonic and structured. So why did I include it if it's powerful? I mean, I initially stated that I wanted to gradually teach your palate from the lightest version to the most complex one, because even beginners should taste what a classic world-famous style feels like. It might not be the easiest, but it's the wine that teaches you patience, and once they do, they're absolutely stunning. Bordeaux is a milestone in anyone's wine's journey. So here's the path I built for you. Start with playful freshness of Gamay, then move to the elegant complexity of Pinot Noir, discover the food magic of Chianti, explore the richness of Rioja, and finally taste bold power of Bordeaux. These 5 wines aren't random, they're a journey. And if you follow this path, you'll understand red wine in a way that feels natural and exciting. Now, looking at these 5, which one do you feel like trying first? Do you think it helps to mention the actual bottles, or should we stick just with the grapes? Drop your answer in the comments. I'm really curious. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend who is just starting their wine journey. Cheers, and see you in the next one.